Scott Petter, it's still on, only 2 seconds between you and Eli in that healthway stage. It's going to be right to the end, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, he did a good time in there. We pushed on pretty hard. We dodged a few rocks, one big one, probably the third, fourth last junction, which would have cost us a little bit of time, but yeah, it's on. This is the one, you know, these two are probably the stages that I need to do pretty well on and force some issues in the afternoon.
We won't hold you up, Brendo. I know you're just on the line here, mate, ready to go. Has the car improved?
Yeah, car feels much better, so good clean run, we can push on.
Tom, another battle going on. Brendan's on a big charge, mate.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a battle happening for third position here, so I think we've got a couple of seconds on him. We'll see what we can do.
We caught up with a few of the teams at the start of this stage. It's Alice. They ran it yesterday in Heat 1, now Heat 2. It's the middle stage of 3 they have to do before the lunchtime service, and that's where we're going to meet up with them all. Said we'd catch up with the teams here at the lunchtime service, exactly where we are. Plenty of work for the crews to do. Very rough there, Eli Evans.
That last Brockman stage was very rough. There's a few big rocks in the road there that I cringed when I went through. Bounced us off the line we wanted to be, and managed to crawl back on the road and keep going. Didn't lose any time, I don't think, but yeah, it's getting tough out there.
And in that last stage, 20 k's, you did drop the lead. It's very close, 1.3 to Scott. 35 k's to go. What's the tactic?
Just got to go flat out. We'll see if you know, the pace I've been maintaining has been pretty competitive, so we'll see if we can up it a little bit just to keep the Renaults at bay. But looks like Scott's got his hands on that Renault pretty good now, and he's pushing pretty hard, and his stage times have been impressive.
Sounds like you've made your mind up. My maths say from yesterday with Tom beating Scott that you could still take the round win, even if you come second. That played in your mind, or it's just attack?
No, I want to win today. I want the 40 points. It's going to be important throughout the year to. When you've got a situation where it's 1.3 seconds, and if you want the 40, it's there for the taking. You just got to go for it.
Here with Tom Wiles, co-driver Bill Hayes, and you were in a titanic battle with Brendo, obviously prior to this service, and he's had a puncher. So you're just in a consolidation mode at the moment, or not?
Yeah, look, we are. We're unfortunately nursing a couple of small issues as well, so it was a little bit of relief. Very unlucky for Brendo, obviously, but to come out of that stage and see him stop changing off flat was a little bit of relief because we didn't have much left, to be honest. So.
And it's one of those things where I've told everyone's been telling me how rough it's been out there, so it's a bit of a lottery, and with 35 k's to go, still anyone's game within reason. Anything can happen here.
Yeah, for sure. Anything can happen. There is a couple of really rough bits. Luckily, Tom having a little bit of local knowledge, we've actually got a lot of the rough stuff marked, and you know we're probably dropping a second or two to drive around rocks and stuff like that he knows buried in there. Maybe that's what's catching the others out.
We hit a couple of rocks in that last stage. There's one early on that's damaged the sump guard and bent it quite a lot, and then we hit another rock later on which gave us a flat tyre and smashed the rim and everything. So we decided to keep driving on it for 9 kilometres, and I think it's probably the right decision, only losing 2 minutes. We definitely wouldn't have changed the flat in this car in that time. But now we're still 4th, so we need to push on, and anything can happen this afternoon.
Scott Petter at the lunchtime service. You have a pep in your step because you've taken the lead.
Yeah, mate. That was pretty intense. I reckon that's probably one of the fastest I've driven for a long, long time. So starting to get a handle on the car now, particularly in the fast stuff, and they are just so much fun to drive, these little Renaults, and you know, it's a good little fight, and I'm looking forward to this afternoon.